Good evening, Nick. It's Monday. And today's video comes to you in 3 parts. And part 1 is my story is totally believable. So aside from the fact that I'm just not in the business of lying on the internet or lying to you, Nick, because you're my really good friend. Okay, so the intermediate school houses children from 7th to 9th grade. And Nick, when I was in 9th grade, I was 6 foot tall. Children all grow at very, very different rates. Yes, when I was 14 years old, I was 6 feet tall, and then I only grew 2.5 inches after that. But it is very possible for a child to be that tall in intermediate school, and if I lived 2 miles south of where I did, I would have been one of those really tall ninth graders in that very building. So my story is totally believable, Nick. Maybe you don't believe it, but it's absolutely true. Nick, part 2 is that I am now dating my super awesome friend Kimberly, who you met that one time. And it's just been really exciting. I can't stop smiling, and I have not been able to stop smiling. Maybe I've been smiling too much about videos, but off camera I've been smiling a lot because it's just a really exciting thought. And I thought you would be really excited to hear that, so I wanted to share it with you. Part 3 is theming. So Nick, maybe I'm just not paying attention because occasionally I do that. But it seems like we haven't had a steady theme of talking for a while, or anything that can just drive conversation for an extended period of time. And I think we need to come up with something that restores that kind of drive, so we can have a really solid back and forth again. But I can't think of anything to talk about, and it makes me feel kind of like a jerk, because I'm always like, hey Nick, I need ideas, and I expect you to have ideas, even though I never have ideas. Or you know what? Screw it. Maybe that's my idea. Writer's block. What causes it? Nick, neither you nor I are unintelligent people. We're exceptionally intelligent, but it seems like for all of our intelligence and all the interesting things that we do between work and not work, sometimes it just seems like we have nothing to talk about. And I know it's not because we're dumb and it's not because we can't think of anything, but why does it continue to happen? And I wonder if it's due to the nature of video messaging, because whenever I came and visited you, Nick, a while ago, you and I were able to just talk 4 hours with barely any lull in the conversation. Even though we had been exchanging messages for the last year and had talked to each other about plenty of stuff, whenever we went and visited each other in person, there was absolutely no problems. But for some reason, whenever I'm talking to you for video and I'm trying to plan stuff, maybe it's just me, but I seem to have a much more difficult time coming up with ideas when I have to sit there and kind of think and plan stuff. But to be fair, I had the same problem when it came to writing papers in school, or planning speeches, or coming up with new debate arguments. Maybe, like I said, maybe it's just me, but I've always had issues with the long-term planning of conversational ideas. So I want to know your thoughts on why is it that we, or maybe it's just me, are so bad at coming up with ideas to talk about. I know I don't know, but I'll see you on Wednesday.